people kind of see a property and look at it as just a property, but the lens you need to look at it from is space. Like, what can I do with this space? So there might be an existing building on that space. The better option could be you might knock it down and build something bigger, better, wider, higher, down below. So these are all, it's like you're looking at space and what can you do with that space, and not what's the current existing building, and kind of think in the current space you have, and that's your limitation. No, it's about expanding that space to get the most value out of that. So that was a massive course in itself as well. I did a bit of commercial property as well. And I'm trying to think, what was the fourth one I did? I can't remember. But it was just numerous courses around property investment.
Yeah.
And just to help me kind of get a grasp. Obviously, we did all the basic fundamentals for all of that as well. And then the mentorship as well, which is part of that as well. So that all helped.
And in that news article, because they made it seem like you lost your job, then you went straight into doing this property project. Is this the
So obviously I'd started to learn about property investment prior to me losing my job. So that's why I was so confident, and I had knowledge. I even started building a whole network around me, what I'm doing, going on viewings, training courses. I was documenting everything. So that's what enabled me when there's a few factors that enabled me to do what I did. Because again, if I hadn't documented my journey, that's why there's the power in documenting what it is you're up to. Because guess what? When we went to lockdown, everybody was on the phones. So because I'd already built some traction already on social media platforms, people already engaged with me. I was doing lives, I was doing stuff already, just sharing value, what I'd learned, how my projects were going, how finance raisings were going. And bro, lives, people messaging me saying, I've got some capital. I heard you're looking to raise capital.
Hey.
So do you know what I mean? So having that presence already helps me just raise more capital. Just opportunities were coming to me. People were even trying to present me deals. Like, look, Alfred, I know you're in the commentary area. Would you look at this? Stuff like that. So having a social media presence, game changer.
Okay, this makes sense. So it sounds like the first property, the one that they're talking about in the article, which was, they said, a 6-bed, right?
Yeah.
You raised capital for it.
Yeah.
And then I guess you manage all like the renovations and all that?
Yeah.
Stuff?
So I've got a construction company
that
do it on my behalf, I guess. And to be fair, I like to say the things that I focus on in my business, property business, is raising capital and finding new opportunities.
Okay.
The rest, because those are the highest income skill sets you need to kind of do well in property anyways.
That's true. Because raising $1 million.
Yeah.
And
because
just
if you can raise capital and you can find deals, those are the two things you need. The rest can be outsourced. Yeah. You can outsource when you get to a certain scale. You can outsource if you're finding deals, and you can outsource raising capital. But right now, that's the value that I wanted to kind of concentrate, spend my time doing. So for me, that's what I focused on and hired the rest out. So I had a construction company, obviously a bit more high cost for me, but it meant that I don't have to worry too much or project manage too hard on these projects.
Yeah.
So I had that, and then also got the management on the back end as well to manage my tenants. I don't deal with any tenant.
You don't deal with it at night.
No, I don't want to know who I am. Just don't even DS. Yeah. They're not to say, like, obviously you've seen my properties, I've got a YouTube channel. You check out my properties, they're down to high standards. So these are great properties. You'd love to, I would say that I can say hand on heart, I would stay in my own properties that I've developed. But I think for me, I just don't want to associate me to the property or whatever. Yeah. So I just stay well clear from the property.
I mean, you don't have to like customer service. Not everybody wants to deal with people all the time.
Exactly.
You know, it's the real. Not everybody. I've done customer service, and after a point, you just get a bit tired of it. No offense to people who do it. It's just a bit, people complain about different things.
Yeah, man. And for me, it's mind-numbing problem solving. Like, the tenants are only going to complain about stuff that's not working, or maybe like electric switch isn't working, or the tap isn't working, or the heater's moving a bit, it's not heating as much. Like, I'm like, come on, I can hire someone to deal with these problems. Like, there's bigger stuff I need to focus on, which is getting more properties, raising more finance. That's where I want to spend my time and effort in, and not the things that someone else can basically handle for me.